Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in again, as always. So, my new video is 4 ways to astro project like a pro. Okay, so for you all who don't fully know what astro projecting is, it's the separation between the body and the spirit. Okay, and when we rest, when everybody rests, okay, they lay down and they rest their bodies, their spirit goes out and experience things that they didn't experience in the physical body, right? So because we have a struggle between what our spirit wants and what our physical body wants, it's like we give in, the spirit gives in to the physical body in a waking state, and then once you rest or lay your body down to rest or sleep, the spirit goes out and it experiences all the things that it wish it could have done in a waking state. But because the spirit is, you're not following your spirit, or you're not giving, you're not following your spirit when you're doing things, so you're fully not getting the full experience of life, right? So when you rest, when you lay your body down to rest, your spirit leaves your body, and it goes and does some magnificent things. It goes and experiences some great things that deep down inside you want to experience, but you're not quite experiencing it yet, because the path that you're on has not connected you. Your spirit and your body have not connected on the same path. And normally when people say that they're conscious, that's what it's supposed to be. Like your spirit and your body are now on the same path. Y'all are in alignment, and now you're doing your purpose, your life purpose of service, right? So, if you're like me, was very interested in astro body, astrophysics, trying to figure out, hey, what's this thing called life? What am I experiencing, and how do I experience it purposefully, right? So, the first thing I'll say when you're astro projecting is that you must ground yourself. So when you lay down and you're actually resting your body, trying to rest your body, go ahead and ground yourself. Do 5 or 6 breaths in and out deeply. And when you're breathing out as in it's a relief. It's like you're releasing it's like you're releasing the control that you have over your body. And you're allowing your spirit to be free, i.e., why we are spiritual beings in a physical body, but that's something different. That's a different video. So when you're doing that, you're grounding yourself. It's kind of like you giving yourself a foundation. And and in this foundation, it keeps your body from going into like paralysis, or rolling off the bed, or just having like jerks or stuff like that, because you don't want the jerks. The jerks are just basically muscle spasms or reactions within the body, because the body is resting. It's literally resting, right? So that's the first thing you want to do. And my favorite thing to do when I'm trying to rest or when I'm trying to astral project is I literally I breathe in and I breathe out purposefully, and I'm releasing everything, releasing the energy, releasing holds, everything. And this one other thing that I do is that I picture my feet being connected to the ground and my head being connected to the ethers. And by doing this, I'm actually connecting the as above, so below. So I'm connecting the physical and the spirit all within my body. So I'll pull that positive and that great energy on one side of my body, and I'll let it flow all the way up and go out the opposite side of my body. It's like a channel. It's a vessel. Our bodies are vessels that should channel energy. And when you learn how to channel those energy properly, you'll be able to do the things that your body or your earthly experience is naturally supposed to be able to do. So that's one thing that I do, only because I like to really ground myself because I could go and stay and be good. It's not death or anything. Don't think that it's death, because it's not death. It's just a long sleeping state, almost similar to a coma. But when the brain, or not the brain, because there's no, it's a physical brain, but I'm not talking about the physical brain. I'm talking about the mind, the activity, the frequency that your brain emits, which is the mind, is still active and your body is resting. And in some cases, people stop breathing. You're not dead. It's just that the spirit is gone. Like, it's the body is in a fully relaxed state. Okay. Once that's done, the resting state, which I talked about. So once you do the grounding will put you in a resting state. So you can also, like, when you're doing your grounding and you're getting ready to go, and you want to astral project, you want to actually move spiritually and not physically, right? You relax. You allow your body to relax so your spirit feels free enough to get up and walk away. So you just move. It's like a natural thing. It's you have to release control. You have to not try to control. You have to release control so you can gain control. Okay. You need to know where you're trying to go. So what are you trying to experience? Where are you trying to go? Or are you just saying, hey, I just want to astral project. I just want to go wherever my spirit takes me, and I want to remember, right? So you can do it intentionally. You can, as you're breathing and as you're releasing, you can say, I want to go see, or I want to go to Alaska and just experience the best in Alaska, right? You can do that. So you focus, you keep that in your brain. And as your body starts to relax, your body will just go. It'll just be in a relaxed state, and then your spirit will go. Sometimes it feels like you're rolling out of bed, or you jump out of your body, or sometimes it can be even just as an easy flow of just getting up and walking away, right? Your spirit will get up, and you'll realize it because your brain, your mind is still aware of what's going on, because you're still thinking. Your consciousness, your spirit, you're still thinking, right? So you're still processing, and you're just being aware, making sure you're aware. Now, the fourth thing is don't analyze. And I know that I say you're still thinking, and you're still thinking, but you're more of your awareness. You're paying attention to your awareness. And when I say that, it's like saying, I'm aware that my background has an elephant, but I'm not responding to the fact that my background has an element. I'm aware that my head wrap is red, but I'm not responding to the fact that my head wrap is red, or I'm not moving it because it's too tight, or it's not tight, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm aware, but I'm not making an active, analytical thought to say what's going on with my head wrap, or what's going on with the elephant in the background. So you want to make sure that you don't analyze, because as soon as you analyze, you shoot right back into your body, because you become, it's like, I don't even know the best word to use. But when you analyze what's going on, instead of accepting what is, it pulls you back into your body. And then you can just start over. But what I've realized is that if you focus well enough the first time, if you get it right the first time, you're fine. But if you have to continue to repeat it in the same night, you might as well wait until the next night. You might as well just go ahead and go to sleep in a meditative state. And I'll make a video on that too. Going to sleep in a meditative state. going to sleep. I don't like using sleep because sleep is like next to death, and you're not really dying. You're resting because your consciousness is moving, but that's different. So you want to you want to wait until the next day. And I only say that because it kind of refreshes you. It gives you a new start. Now you can go ahead and rest and try to refocus your mind and try to focus on a particular thing so you can get a answer when you wake up. But in my experience, and it could be different in other people's experiences, that when you astral project, when you do a focused astral projection, you can do it maybe a really good, not you can because you can, but my experience, I can do like a astral projecting, but once I start to analyze and it brings me back into my body, I get a little nervous, or I don't know, fear or something sets in. I don't know what it's something within the body, some kind of, I don't know, something in the body that restricts me from doing it multiple times. And I'm not sure if it's fear, I'm not sure if it's knowing or something, or I don't know. You know what? I do know. So when I was younger, and this used to happen to me automatically, and I would go and I would talk to someone about it, they would tell me that it was something negative. So I have a fear behind it, even though I love doing it, right? So maybe I need to clear out that fear so I'm able to do it automatically. Growth, soul growth. Yeah, just help me with that. So just to recap, one thing that I did not add, so I guess it will be 5 things. Fasting. If you fast 24 hours, even 48 hours before you try to do the astral projection, it'll be so much easier. The difficult part sometimes could be staying conscious because your body is so tired. You have no choice but to let it rest. You have no choice but to let the body rest. And once the body rests, all you have to do is pay attention. All you have to do is consciously say, I want to go to Alaska. I want to go to Alaska. I want to remember going to Alaska. I want to go to Alaska. I want to remember going to Alaska. And your body's going to naturally relax. And then boom, you're going to go. But that's after fasting. See, because some food, that's a whole nother story. So I guess it's 5 things. So the first thing is grounding yourself before you go, because you don't want paralysis. Is it paralysis?
Category living.
You don't want, sorry. Sorry about that. I do like visualization, but that's something different. Okay, so the first thing is to make sure that you do your grounding, because you don't want to you want to make sure that you are stable when your body's at rest, okay? The second thing is making sure you're in a resting state, which means keeping your mind conscious. If that means counting back from 99, the third, making sure you have a purpose, making sure you know where you're going and what you're trying to experience. 4 is don't analyze, because if you analyze, it's going to snatch you back into your body and you'll have to regroup or redo it. It's an awesome experience, but it kind of sucks when you have to get sucked back in, when you can literally just bounce from one place to another. Like you can go to Alaska, go see Joe, or go see Vivian. You can jump from different places and different experiences so quickly. And you'll wake up and literally it'll be like 10 minutes. And you'll feel like it's been like hours, it's been days. But it's really just been 10 minutes. It's awesome. It's beautiful. And the last thing fasting. So I guess these are in like odd order because I guess the fast should come before the resting, and the resting should come before the grounding, and the grounding, actually all of it. Fasting, where you want to go, resting, grounding, and not analyzing. So you can get the full value of your experience. And this can be done multiple times. And then when you get really like really good at it, really good at it, you can sit and do it in the car. You can do it anywhere. It's like being in a meditative state, but this is a purposeful meditation. It's like you're learning to rest your body and move in your spirit. But then you know how people be having like visions, and people be having like deja vus and things of that sort. That's because the spirit and the body is in a line. So now you don't have to go astro project, or now you don't have to do, out of body experiences and things like that. You don't have to do that because now the physical and the spirit is in alignment. And when the physical and the spirit is in alignment, you'll be able to see the things that the spirit wants to experience. So let's say you want a particular cup, or a particular cup that's an elephant cup that's purple and blue and pink, right? You want that cup, and your spirit gonna show you a picture of that particular cup in a particular store and where you need to go. And you're gonna be like, oh, that's the cup I want. And then you're gonna randomly, I guess how people put it, go to a store, and you're gonna have a deja vu moment because spirit showed you that you were gonna go here, you were gonna get that cup, and that was gonna be the perfect one for you. So what I want to say is thank you for tuning in. I know I rambled along a lot, but I tried to give a very detailed explanation on different particular topics. Please leave a comment or subscribe, subscribe, and I'll try to, if you have any questions, please email me as well, or leave it down below. Like, who astro project? What experiences have you had in your state of conscious, your experience, your conscious journey while the body was resting? So what type of experience have you had, and do you agree or disagree? Like, I'm open. So I hope you all have a wonderful week, and whenever you receive this, may the blessings of the Most High be showered down on you, on your life, for generations.